Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where I have three lovely ladies here to talk with this morning about a very important event that's coming up. So, and you all were just here not too long ago. We talked.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming back. We have Mandy, Lindsay, and Olivia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So welcome back. So happy to have you. And they are members of the Port team, and we're going to find out about that and then the special event that is coming up. But first, we have a message that we'll get to, and then we will be right back and tell you all that we know, which may or may not be a lot.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with the girls from the Port team. Well, part of the Port team.
Yes, part of it.
Wow, that's
yeah.
hard to say. Say that 5 times fast. No, welcome back. It's so good to have you. And tell us a little bit about what the Port team is.
So the Port team is a post-overdose response team. So when law enforcement or EMS goes out on a overdose, they report that back to our team, and then we try to go out and visit that person within 72 hours to offer them either outpatient, inpatient, or whatever services they may need to help them get into recovery.
And this happens more than you would know, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, are you just working in Jackson County, or do you work in the surrounding counties?
Just Jackson
as well?
County. Yeah.
Okay, which is enough.
Yes.
So, just so people that are living under a rock understand, what are we talking about overdoses a year here in this county? Do you know?
Yeah, we usually have been running at least 10 to 15. This year knock on wood, we're down to 5, but we have saturated Jackson County with Narcan. So I think there's a lot of overdoses happening, but people have the equipment now to prevent those deaths from happening.
To take care of it.
Yes.
A little bit on their own. And okay, well, that's a good thing.
Yes.
I mean, but and that's also reported ones too, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, that you know of.
Yeah.
Well, you all are here to talk about something very, very special that's coming up, and that will be
August 23rd.
August 23rd. Okay.
Yeah.
They threw me for a loop. They went this way with it on the flyer. I wasn't looking that direction. It's like one of those word search puzzles. So tell us a little bit about what's happening.
So August 23rd, we are going to be having a memorial 5K for Judge Musik. This will be our first annual one. This is our second year with the 5K. And this is Overdose Awareness Month. So the judge was very active in getting people into treatment, helping them.
Yes,
and
he was.
We want to honor him with this race and in his memory. And I mean, these girls can attest he saved their lives. So we just want people to come out and remember him and what causes he's done and helped in the community.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about what Judge Musik meant to you.
Well, when I first...
I'm sure you weren't happy to see him at first, right?
No, I was going to say, it was actually before I got sober this time around. There were plenty of times that he put me in jail when I needed to go because I just wasn't ready to get sober yet. That was his way of keeping me from dying. So I was very grateful for him after I finally did get sober because you realize that he was doing what was best for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think, Olivia?
That was a man who once told me that I needed to stop thinking for myself.
Okay. What did he mean by that?
That my ideas were dumb.
Okay. I can see him saying that too.
In the moment, it really seems like, God, this man must really hate me. Like, why does he keep doing this to me? But he was really just doing for us what we couldn't do for ourselves.
Like, you were thinking you're the victim and you're not, right?
Yeah, right. He definitely believed in a lot of us. I mean, he sent me to treatment 7 different times. 7 different chances he gave me. And, you know, he definitely saved my life.
You know, and I guess that's what I wanted to get out there is that, you know, you two are amazing, because I would say stopping doing what you were doing has to be one of the hardest things in life. And he helped to make that happen for you. I mean, you did it, which is great.
Yeah.
And you have to continue to do that on the daily, but at least he gave you those opportunities. I think I think there's a lot of folks out there that would say the same thing about Judge Musik. So, very good. So, okay, so tell us about how, like, you sign up for this 5K and you know, what will the proceeds go toward and all that stuff?
So you can sign up for the race at tristateracers.com. Today's the last day, though, that you can sign up and get a t-shirt when you sign up. So if you want a t-shirt, you have to sign up by today. But we will take registrations clear up until that morning of the race. So
Sure, we're not going to turn you away.
Exactly. So the money is going to be split between the port team and the harm reduction program at the health department. So whatever we make off of this is going to be split between us two to do the work that we do.
Okay, and that's awesome, because that's funny. They were just in the health department was here yesterday, Kim, and we talked a little bit about the harm reduction and all that. Okay, and then I noticed that it says there's some light refreshments provided, and then something about a balloon launch. You want to talk about that?
You want me to talk about it? Okay. So what we do is this is our second annual race. So last year we took balloons, and people were able to write the names of their loved ones that had passed away from an overdose on those, and then we just kind of launched them off in the park there. So that we're going to do that again this year. I think it's just a way to let people be able to recognize their loved ones, and that people do care about them, that they're gone.
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. That's pretty that you're doing that. Okay. And then light refreshments?
We'll be
healthy. Who doesn't like food, right?
Well, we'll have like fruit and drinks and stuff like that, just for anybody that would want something after the race or before.
Okay.
Yep.
And are you all running?
Nope. I'll be there to direct you.
There you go. Same.
Moral support.
Yes. I will be at the finish line cheering up and down. No, I feel you. Okay, so, and this is actually, I think there was a change of venue, right?
Yeah, it'll be at the start at the depot in Wellston, and then it'll go along the bike trail. With the construction going on in the streets up here in Jackson, we had to move it. So
what do you mean? That just makes it like an obstacle course.
We could have had Ninja Warrior going on.
Right, exactly. Hurdle over a barrel here and fall in a hole here. Yeah, it's great. No, that makes total sense. And and honestly, that will make it for a nice, safe, easy run too.
Yes.
For everybody. And if it's you're doing the bike path, bring your strollers, bring the dogs, bring the kids,
bring your bike,
bike, whatever. Yeah. The whole point is just participate and meet up with your friends and neighbors and remember Judge Musik too along the way. Which is a very important thing.
Yep. And we are still taking sponsorships. I have to have those by today. It's $50 if you just want your name on the t-shirt, and it's $75 if you want your logo and your name. So we'll take those up till the end of today as well.
Very good. Yep. And again, Tri-State Racer, if you haven't heard of them, you've been living under a rock as well, because they are the ones that handle all of the races everywhere. So you just go to tristateracer.com, and I assume it's under Judge Musik Overdose Awareness run, and you can check it out that way. So what else are you all up to while I have you here? Anything else going on?
We have a new phone number. It's 740-541-7393, and that's kind of going to be available like 24 hours. We've had a couple people from out of town reach out for help in the past couple weeks.
Really?
Yeah, so we kind of felt like we needed something that people could contact somebody with. So we're going to be putting that out there for people that maybe are from out of town that don't know who to go to and that they can get help. So
Love
We're
that.
doing that. We're getting ready to do some stories of recovery. We've got our TikTok page that we've got, but we haven't really done much with it. So we're going to try to get people at the 5K to tell their story and put them out there. So.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because there's nothing better than real life stories to let people know that they're not alone.
Right.
Yep. All right. So what are you girls up to? How's everything going?
It's going well.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Still working for Hopewell in the recovery community and just supporting individuals looking to recover.
Very good. What about you, Olivia?
I'm always looking for new ways to stick my hand in recovery. I've even tried to broaden outside of Jackson County. If there's something recovery, I want to be involved in it. And I flood Facebook with promotions, a port team.
That reminds me, we're selling raffle tickets.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. We have made up 2 baskets. One's for a game night, one's for a movie night. And we are selling raffle tickets for those clear up until the day of the event. You can get 1 for $1 or 6 for $5.
Okay. And where do you find the tickets? How do you get them?
You can just get a hold of us on the port page on
Okay.
Facebook.
Just
Yeah, just
message us,
PORT.
or even our personal pages. We're we're all out there. So
Okay.
yeah.
Very good. Well, anything else you wanted to let our viewers know while you're here? You all are
think
such
so.
a wealth of information.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We enjoy coming.
Oh yeah. Well, it's always good to see you, and you girls are doing amazing. I'm so
Thank you.
proud of you, and thank you for doing what you're doing in helping others along the way. I mean, it takes an army, and to let people know they're not alone. That's awesome.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. Cheryl's waiting in the wings over here, and we're probably not going to talk about what was that place you went.
Which one?
The
Uranus?
huh?
To Uranus?
Uranus?
Come on, where are we talking about? Niles?
Did
What are we
you
talking about?
Niles? Yes, Niles, Ohio. Anyone ever been to Niles, Ohio?
No,
Well,
I've never
Cheryl
heard of
has.
They have a Macy's.
They have a Macy's in Niles, Ohio, and an actual mall that you can walk in. Who knew? Yeah. I now know way more than I needed to know about Niles, Ohio, because she had to go to a convention there. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Cheryl will be here, and I don't know where Uranus came from, but that is like
That's where I was last weekend.
You were in Uranus?
Yeah. Indiana.
There's a Uranus, Indiana. Why do I have to keep saying that word? Because it just makes us all giggle. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to let these girls get out of here, and we do have some messages to play. We'll be back with Cheryl and Uranus.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Gallipolis Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern Rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
Okay. So Cheryl is here, and you literally... She just said off the air, I have actually been to 2 Uranuses.
2. And neither of them were in outer space.
Do tell.
Okay, so if you don't know, if you're driving across country, like I have 3 times already, and if you never have to do that again in your life, it's too soon. But
Not on vacation, but just because you had to, right?
yes, and you should definitely drive 11 animals across country too. Highly recommend. 5 stars. 5 stars. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so in Missouri, when you're driving across country, we kept seeing these signs. Okay, and if I see signs on the side of the road, I am so pulling over. I have
Well, why not, right?
I have stopped at the world's largest potato. That's in Idaho.
Shocker.
Okay, and they have this really cool like stand so you can take a selfie with the potato.
Is it really a potato,
No,
or
it's
is it?
not.
It's like a fake potato.
It's like a paper mache potato kind of thing. Like it's like huge. It's like almost as big as this room. It's huge. Okay.
All right. World's
and-
largest potato.
World's largest potato. And then we were driving through Missouri, and you remember those little precious moments? Figurine things from like the
do.
80s. Okay. I
Yeah.
had one on the top of my wedding cake. So when we got married in 90, so you figure it's around that time, right? Okay. So I kept seeing these signs for like the Precious Moments Museum and Chapel. So of course we had to stop. That was kind of creepy. I will tell you, because they're like giant Precious Moments things, and
Wait, like life size or like?
bigger than life, like larger.
Wait,
than life.
no.
Yeah.
And they're staring at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had the small ones, and they had like a full-on chapel, like you could like get married or buried or whatever there, with like all these like stained glass windows, and
Why?
because that's, I don't know, it's like the home of them. I don't know.
I was gonna say, is that like where it was founded?
I literally will go to any museum. It
Okay.
doesn't even matter. I will go to any museum.
yeah,
So
like the troll hole.
like, and
Except for you didn't make it to the
I did
troll
not make
hole.
it to the troll hole, but I am going to.
Which is
I am going
also
to.
creepy,
I
by
am
the way.
so going to. But so we stopped at the Precious Moments place, because of course we did, and took lots of pictures and stuff, because duh. And so
Of the
anyways,
creepy dolls.
we're driving.
Did they
down-
follow you while you were-
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I did not buy any souvenirs. But we're driving down the road in Missouri, and there's all these signs for Uranus, Missouri. And so I'm like, okay, well, we have to stop.
Is it like a touristy
It
thing?
is. Oh
or
my gosh,
like,
it is like the best tourist trap like ever. It like puts Buc-ee's to shame.
No.
Oh yeah, because everything is like a giant bad pun, and I love puns. Oh my gosh, it is like everything is a bad pun there. Everything, and they're all like poop puns.
Well, of course, because it's Uranus.
Okay, so we had the best time there, and the one in Missouri. If you have the chance to go to the one in Missouri, it's huge. They have like it's like
So
they
is it
have
like a whole town? Like, or is it just like
it's like a rest stop kind of
Okay.
space.
I got you.
But they have like a giant store, and then they also had like almost like a little ghost town, and they had like, I think they may have even had miniature golf. They have giant like dinosaurs, and it's just the most random collection of stuff, but you have to go to the store because the store is like everything. And they're the they're the Uranus. We're gonna get shut down. It's the Uranus. They're the Uranus fudge packers and roasted nuts. And so you can imagine, like, everything is like a junior high school boy's dream. I mean, it's just like the worst puns.
Like the most immature thing ever.
Oh my gosh, it is. It is. And when you're driving across country, and I mean, you've seen already like nothing, and you're headed to nothing because you're in Missouri, so you're literally like in the middle of
Nothing.
And this pops up. I mean, it was one of the highlights of the trip. So anyways, now they have 2 of them in Indiana.
2 Uranuses.
Two Uranuses in Indiana and 1 in Missouri. They may have others. I don't know. Anyway, so we went to Indianapolis last weekend because Eric and the kid went to the marching band finals.
Something.
Thing. The DC,
Okay.
I know this. The DCI finals, because he's going to get mad at me for not knowing this. The DCI finals. Our youngest son actually
Nailed it.
Our youngest son actually marched in a DCI corps when he was in high school, and actually it's a big thing around here. Matt McKee from WKOV is really into it. Josh from the
course.
movie theaters,
Yeah.
he's on all the time. He's really into it, and so is my husband. And so we flew our son in from California so that they could go to the finals in Indianapolis. I went along as the passenger princess,
As you do very often.
as I end up doing. And so right outside of Indianapolis, there are 2 Uranuses. There's one just northeast, and there's one just east of Indianapolis.
How are there 2 places called the same thing?
Because now it's become a chain.
Oh, so it's the same Uranus.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So it's not, okay.
But it's not as big. So if you have the chance to go to Missouri, you should go to the one in Missouri. But if you don't have the chance to go to Missouri, you should definitely go to the one in Indianapolis because it's only maybe 3 hours away.
Or the two in Indianapolis.
Yes. And it's all the amazing puns you can imagine. It's just fun. It's just this really stupid,
Immature,
stupid, fun thing to do. So.
Alrighty then.
And in Indianapolis, I actually went to another presidential site.
You did?
I did. I went to
That's so cool.
Benjamin Harrison's home. He was the second of the Harrisons. He was the grandson of William Henry Harrison. I hope I have that correct. He was the grandson of William Henry Harrison, who was also the president, and then Benjamin Harrison was the president.
You know what's crazy is we've had how many presidents now? 50 some?
We're on 47,
47.
but one is he was 47, 45 and 47, so really probably 46.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because he's 47, but he was also 45,
45.
so you have to subtract one. So
Okay, all right.
46 presidents.
But it's
I don't think this guy was assassinated, though.
This guy wasn't?
The first two that I went to a couple weeks ago, they were both assassinated.
Yeah.
But I don't think they
Which was really weird because they're both from Ohio, which is really weird.
Yeah.
And then we found out that, was it Abraham Lincoln? You guys said the guy that assassinated him
Booth.
was from Ohio?
Booth is related to
What is
Liv.
it with Ohio and this president thing? But, no, how many presidents can you name? I probably can't name 10.
Oh, I can name 10. I can name probably way more than 10.
Maybe I can name 10.
Well, you should be able to name 10 just going backwards.
Well,
I would hope.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's
You've been alive for at least 10.
That's true. I bet I can't name 20.
I could probably name 20. I don't know. We should do it as a...
Yeah. What? Okay. I mean, there was George Washington.
Oh, you're going to go from the forward? Or from the way
Who
back?
was the second president? Adams?
Adams. Thank you, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, right.
Because there's a song in the Adams administration.
Oh, really? I've
Yeah,
never seen Hamilton.
Oh, my gosh.
I know, right?
Oh, my gosh.
So this is the anniversary year, and it's going to be in movie theaters this year, actually.
It's the 10th.
Really?
It's Hamilton.
Hamilton.
And Hamilton is on the $10 bill. It's Hamilton.
Oh, my... Mind blown.
And you probably don't have Disney Plus because you don't have littles.
No.
Okay, it's on Disney Plus. You can
Okay.
watch it. And actually, I've seen it live, which was amazing. But honestly, the one on Disney Plus that they filmed, that's actually the original cast with Lin-Manuel Miranda and Philippa Sue and Leslie Odom Jr. and all them. That's amazing. And also, when you're sitting in a theater, I love live theater. When you're sitting in a theater, you have a stationary spot, and depending on your wallet, it may be a good spot, it may be not such a good spot.
That's
right?
true.
But
Yeah.
you're only seeing it from one vantage point. But when they did the filming, you're seeing the whole stage
all over.
moving
Yeah.
and everything. It's amazing.
So, okay, let me ask the stupid question. Is Hamilton actually, was it a movie first and then?
No.
So it's just it's a show.
It is a play, and it's his second big play he did in the Heights, and he was the lore or the story, whatever, is that he was reading a book about Alexander Hamilton, and he's reading it going, oh my gosh, this would make a really good play, and he wrote the play about Alexander Hamilton. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a history lesson too, but really good.
I am 100% sure that the generation sitting across from us, especially, most of their history, they probably know from Hamilton songs.
Got it.
Score! But yes, so the Adams administration, so yes.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but I can't go from back then forward. I can go from now probably backwards.
Probably.
Better.
I don't know. We could probably name more than what we think.
Probably. But then again, remember I told you that the one guy, oh my gosh, which president was he? One of the ones died, and then Chester A. Arthur became the president, and Eric said, I did not know that we had a president named Chester A. Arthur.
Right. I mean, there's definitely some obscure ones in there that, I mean, honestly, if something tragic didn't happen or something, you probably wouldn't know if you weren't alive during that time.
Well, there was the one that I went to that he'd only been president. He was only president for 200 days.
Yeah.
Garfield.
Yeah.
Garfield. He was only president for 200 days because he was assassinated.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Oh, that was the one. And then Chester A. Arthur became the president because the other one, Roosevelt, became the president.
Yeah.
The first Roosevelt.
Right.
The bigger guy.
The bigger one.
Yes. Teddy Roosevelt.
Was he the one that was in a wheelchair?
No, that's the second Roosevelt.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Franklin Delano.
Okay. FDR.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
History lesson for the day.
You know what?
That we just destroyed, by the way. But we do know a lot about Uranus now.
Oh my gosh, you have to go. You absolutely have to go. But it would be so much fun to work there because the people there are they are just so into it. And when you walk in, they greet you. And
how could anybody be in a bad mood like going into
Oh
a
my
place
gosh.
called Uranus, right?
And I don't have the video because Aaron took the video on his, but they actually have. I'm gonna get so much trouble for all this stuff. But they have like this like glowing light tunnel, like you have like at a carnival or a fair that turns around and around. And you try to walk through it, you know, and you get dizzy and you're like, ah. But and it's like spinning and stuff. But of course they have that because you walk through this tunnel to
Uranus.
Yes. And they have amazing shirts and just everything. I mean, the merch is amazing. I mean, they are fully invested in the whole thing. Oh, and they have giant dinosaurs. At the one that we went to outside of Indianapolis, they have giant dinosaurs too.
Okay, that would be worth it too.
I love giant dinosaurs.
Fun.
So, between Los Angeles and Palm Springs. Mm-hmm. If you've ever watched Pee-wee's Big Adventure, then you would know this. They have giant dinosaurs just like in the desert, just like 2 of them. They have a giant T-Rex with his tiny little arms. With his tiny little arms. And they have a giant Brontosaurus, and they paint them for different like holidays and stuff. So at Valentine's Day, he's wearing like a bow tie, and they're holding flowers, and the Brontosaurus is painted like bright pink. And so at different, they paint them for like Christmas and stuff like that. But I always stop. I have so many pictures with the dinosaurs because I absolutely love them.
Because who doesn't love dinosaurs?
And they're stupid, and it's a tourist attraction. It was put there so that people would stop. And you know, in the beginning of like freeways and cars and stuff like that, they needed places or reasons for people to stop so that you would buy gas and merchandise and stuff. And they're still there. It's amazing, and I absolutely love them. So
that's why,
anything like side of the road kind of thing, I love that kind of stuff, like
what's
crazy, stupid stuff.
Besides that and Uranus, like what's the funniest thing that you've encountered? I mean, Uranus is pretty good.
Uranus is amazing. Funniest?
Or weirdest?
Oh, Lord, weirdest.
Like,
well, the weird one has to be the precious moments. It has to be the precious moments.
Okay.
Is the weird.
I can't, I don't know that I could, if they're like big and they're looking at me,
I kept sending creepy pictures to my sister too, because I take really bad selfies. It's become like a family thing because I have really small like little T-Rex arms, and so I try to hold my camera out and I can't, so I get like just the top of my head with the giant dinosaur or whatever. So I just kept sending her like really bad selfies because they were creeping her out. So I think it's amazing.
Which is fun.
Yes. And actually, you know what? There's like a whole resurgence on the Precious Moments things. I don't know if you've seen them or not online. Liv, you should find one and send it to Adrian. But they have these like altered moments where they take the Precious Moments figurines that you buy at like Goodwill for like $2 or $3, and then people like paint them and make them like murder scenes and or like oh my gosh, they're amazing.
This is great.
Or sometimes they're like pop culture things. Like I've seen ones where like they make them into like the Wizard of Oz and stuff like that. But yeah, it'll be like, you know, they'll like be like holding like another head over here. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. And I'll tell you, I had one on the top of my wedding cake. We still have it. Yeah, I mean that was a thing, like 1980 called.
Oh no,
yeah.
No, I mean,
it was a huge thing.
It was a thing. I had precious moments growing up, like all over my room, which again
if you
is
were
kind of
part
creepy.
Of the Care Bear strawberry shortcake kind of thing, it was just a natural progression.
Yes,
it was like
the more mature.
Yes, but you know they were very pale.
Very.
And they had this like weird, and now looking back as an adult, they had these like weird, creepy, like teardrop eyes, and yeah. So you can imagine like larger than life. I don't think I still have them on my phone. But these larger than life.
Yeah, I'll pass.
And it was it's an amazing place. You totally should stop. I will tell you that place is not near the freeway, and you're like driving and driving and driving, and you really think that like it's like Deliverance and somebody's going to kill you, and then all of a sudden you're there. And it's
to be creeped out by creepy dolls.
And it's a full-on like chapel with like these amazing stained glass windows. And
do they have precious moments?
Yes,
dolls in them.
Everything was precious moments. Everything 100% was precious moments. 100%.
Hard pass. Good.
100%. It's in Missouri.
What is it with Missouri?
I don't know. But in Missouri, I've been to what's the one? St. Louis.
Yes, with the arch.
Yes, we went to St. Louis. We went up in the arch, and it was so foggy you could not see like anything at all.
So, okay, I have a stupid question.
Yeah.
So it's an arch.
Yes.
How do you get up in it?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's this like elevator kind of thing that
like,
you sit in.
it's an arch, right?
You sit in it, and it's like a little car, and it like takes you like up to the top.
But you're like inside of it.
Yes. And then there's like a little viewing platform up at the top. And I don't like heights, so it's probably good that it was like foggy.
Is it
but you
super,
couldn't see anything.
scary? Because I don't like heights at all. And I just don't think I would like getting in.
You're enclosed. No, you're enclosed. And I don't like enclosed spaces, and I was able to do it. Yeah.
I don't know how I would fare with that.
But it's kind of like a little like... kind of like the things they put on people's stairs to like go up the stairs, like when you can't walk up the stairs anymore, which Eric threatened to put on our stairs the other day. But but yeah, it's like one of those, but it kind of is like in an incline.
Kind of like the elevators at the, what's the one in Vegas that's the...
Oh, at the Pyramid? At the Luxor.
Luxor.
At the Luxor. I've never gone up in their thingies. I'm not a big fan of heights, but I did go up in that, but it was so foggy you couldn't see like anything else. Very disappointing. So if I go back again, I would totally go back.
Do you have to pay to go up in that?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was like a couple bucks. I don't think it was very expensive. It's a national park site, so it couldn't have been very expensive. But in St. Louis, if you ever find yourself in St. Louis, they have this amazing place. It's called the City Museum. It's like a giant warehouse space that has been converted into, and I use the word museum very loosely. Okay. But it's basically like a giant jungle gym slide climbing thing. So like you go up the stairs and you go, there's all these like different slides and these caverns that you can like crawl through. And I'm not explaining it very well, but it was absolutely amazing. It was like an adult Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, okay. I'm sold.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. I mean, there were kids there too, but they do like not like adult nights where like you can like drink and do it. Now I don't know if I would drink and do it because I think I would probably get sick. But they have like a 5-story like slide that you can go down and all these like weird little spaces that you can crawl in and stuff. It was amazing. They have an outdoor one where they have like you can go across like platforms and stuff that you're outside. It was amazing. And I'm not explaining it very well at all.
That
but if you're in
fun.
St. Louis, you should definitely go. It is like, yes.
We have
Adrian. I love that he raises his hand.
I know.
Adrian.
Adrian's like, yes, Adrian.
We have images of the precious moments.
Oh, back
look
to
at
the
that.
precious moments thing.
There.
Yeah.
See, they're like larger. They're like at least life size, but there were some that were larger than life. There was like
I
one
don't
with a
like
goose.
that.
Like I still have this in my head. So this was like 2021 when I was there, and I still have in my head. They had a giant like 2-story high goose. Precious Moments goose. Not like a real goose because that would have really scared me. But
you're right. They do have like these creepy pale.
they're all pale. They're all this like pastel-y color, which was very late 80s, early 90s, very pastel.
Well, we went from fluorescent to that.
Yeah. Well, we went from brown to fluorescent, and then fluorescent to pastel.
You're correct on that because we went from the 70s of the pinky colors to fluorescent, and then to pastels.
Yes. So, but yeah, the Precious Moments place, that's Missouri. Also Missouri, the City Museum. And seriously, even if you're an adult, take your kids.
Sounds fun.
But I would highly recommend, here's a hot tip, stop at Walmart and buy yourself some knee pads, like these for like volleyball or construction or whatever, because you're going to be crawling around on your knees a lot. And I don't know about you, but my knees can't take that.
Yeah, that's hurtful.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, you did? Okay. Hey, you mentioned...
I am like a total travel blog. We should totally do this.
We should.
All the places you can go, we show.
Yeah, I love that. And I'll just be the giggling sidekick. No, Chuck E. Cheese. You mentioned Chuck E. Cheese. So, Chuck E. Cheese is one of those places that, like, it's marketed for kids, right? And they did away with all these creepy animatronic.
They're all at Jungle Gyms now.
Things, yeah.
They're all at Jungle Gyms. If you miss them, go to Jungle Gyms.
The rest of them are in a warehouse somewhere. Oh wait, that's the city thing.
Let's flash back. Okay, so this is the city museum, and it's filled with all this like weird stuff. That's the stuff that's like on the left. It's like just weird stuff that you can crawl around. But the one on the right is the outdoor one.
Fun.
And you can crawl in all of those like those like walkways and stuff. It's just really fun. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a lot of fun.
It looks fun. I would totally do that.
Yeah, no, it was very, very cool. We spent the entire day there.
Just doing
just crawling around and stuff. And they had like this little circus thing going on at the same time with like animals, and I think they might have been riding bikes. I don't know. But they had like a little like mini circus thing going on, and with acrobatics. They had a collection of like disposed architectural pieces from like the sides of buildings and stuff. It was just a weird, really cool place to go. It's seriously like the best place in St. Louis.
That's awesome.
I would actually say it trumps the Arch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And it's not as tall.
It is not as tall. It's pretty tall though. It's like 5 stories, 5 or 6 stories.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But no, we were talking about, you mentioned Chuck E. Cheese, and Chuck E. Cheese is an interesting story because I just think this is interesting as a restaurant person. So when I was in college, you think of Chuck E. Cheese as being for kids, but when I was in college, we used to go there just to get pizza because their pizza is fantastic.
Oh, we really need to get you out.
I always thought their pizza was fantastic.
Lord.
The one that we went to, their pizza was really good. But this goes with my story.
It's like college, maybe. I don't know.
No, it is. Well, it was good. I don't know if it still is, but it was. So during COVID, though, and I think this is so genius, is obviously Chuck E. Cheese's couldn't be open, right? Because if you want to talk about a place that would be a cesspool of germs and whatnot, it would be a Chuck E. Cheese, right?
On any day, you don't even need a pandemic.
Minus the global pandemic, it's bad enough, right? So, but what they did was they, because of DoorDash and all the things, the head guy, I can't remember what his name is, he basically developed this new company that was a pizza place.
Yep. And I remember that.
They sold pizza, not under Chuck E. Cheese, but they developed a whole new entity and just sold pizza out of the Chuck E. Cheese's via DoorDash and all the stuff. And no one knew that they were getting Chuck E. Cheese pizza. And they made a lot of money during a time when they should have probably shut down.
They would have completely
gone
shut
bankrupt.
down. Yeah, they wouldn't have come back.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
And
I remember that.
They've also gotten rid of the creepy animatronic things and put Nightmare Fuel.
The new mouse though is a rat or whatever he's pretty creepy too.
Is he? I haven't seen it, but
he's like cartoony.
They put them all up on screens now, right?
Yeah,
like it's not like a thing. It's a
but if
like
you
a
miss them,
movie.
you can go to Jungle Gyms because they're at.
They do have them at Jungle Gyms.
They have some at Jungle Gyms. It's amazing.
Yeah.
My sister, fun fact, my sister was actually the Chuck E. Cheese rat when we were in high school. Like she would like greet people at like birthday parties and stuff.
How do you get that job? Like
she's had some pretty odd jobs, but that's one is up there.
How do you get to be the Chuck E. Cheese?
And she loves Chuck E. She actually she had her birthday party this year or last year. It was either this year or last year. She actually had her birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah.
I love Chuck E. Cheese. Like we used to go. Like I said, we used to go all the time in college.
So I had
it was fun.
So I used to work for a lady, a friend of mine, and it was when the kids were little, and so I needed to be able to occupy my kids, plus she had small kids too, and we needed to be able to occupy them, but we also needed to like have business meetings and get work done and things. And so we would go to Chuck E. Cheese like early in the morning.
Brilliant, yes.
We would get a giant thing of tokens, because that's back when they used tokens. They don't use tokens anymore. I think they use
it's probably
they use like
all
little swipe
card.
They use like swipe cards like Dave & Buster's now. But we would get a giant thing of tokens, and the kids would just run amok. And then they would come and they would ask for a token, and we'd give them a token, and they'd be gone for a while, and then they'd come back like a little while later, and they're
With
like,
all
"We're
their
hungry."
tickets?
And so we'd get a pizza, and we would stay there like all day long.
Yeah.
At Chuck E. Cheese, because the kids were just happy. And the greatest thing about it is there was only one entrance and exit. There was always an adult standing there
it's
to
meant
trap
for
the
kids,
kids
right?
there.
Yeah.
It was great. We would hold business meetings at Chuck E. Cheese like all the time. Like conference calls, the whole bit. And they have a refillable, well, I don't know if they still do, but they had a refillable soda thing. So you bought your soda cup, and you could just sit there and just keep refilling your soda all day long. I mean, it was like the best. It's air conditioned.
Right.
Oh, yeah. We would go there
The
like
kids
all the
are
time.
safe.
And my friend,
Minus the germs.
and my friend, she loves skee ball. Absolutely loves skee ball. It was like her obsession, and she was the best skee ball player like ever. She probably could win like an award. And she had... She would keep getting these tickets because you keep getting tickets,
Yeah.
and she wouldn't cash them in. And she would end up with like bricks of these tickets. And she was like stacking them up. I'm like, you've got to cash them in at some point. I mean, like seriously. And
Right.
they actually sent her, they had a specialty catalog for people that have more tickets than for what they had in the Chuck E. Cheese. Like you could buy like
Stop.
big things. I'm like, if you save enough of those tickets, maybe you can just buy
Like a car.
or a whole Chuck E. Cheese, and you could just have
You
it,
could
and
just have
go
your own
play,
Chuck E. Cheese.
like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the NFL guy that put a Taco Bell in his house?
Oh gosh, I don't
I
know.
think that is a thing. I'm pretty sure.
Actually, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
I'm not a big fan of the bell, but yeah.
Yeah.
I've done sillier things, so
Yeah, but so you could buy your own Chuck E. Cheese
you
with
could
the
totally
tickets.
buy your own Chuck E. Cheese.
Are you a Chuck E. Cheese fan, Pete Wilson?
Never been there.
You've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese?
I would have put money on that one.
I think you and Pam would like it.
Not.
Devontae Adams. He really did. He put a Taco Bell in his house.
My
Yeah.
kids would do that. My kids love Taco Bell. I'm just not a fan. Actually,
Thank you, Liv.
I keep telling Anthony, the oldest one up in Columbus, the one with the kids, I'm like, if you guys want to get married, do you know that you can get married at Taco Bell in Las Vegas?
I could see that.
Okay, it's like $700 to rent the Taco Bell on the Strip in Vegas. Okay, you get access to the Taco Bell to get married. You get food. It's catered by
Well,
Taco
sure.
Bell. They give you a bouquet to use. You have to give it back though, but it's made out of sauce packets.
Yes.
They give you Taco Bell socks and I think a bow tie. Those you get
Nice.
to keep. And so I full on told them, I said, I will totally pay for that.
I love that.
I said, I'm not a big, like you need to have a wedding and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to get married at Taco Bell,
All for it.
I will totally give you this. Because, my gosh, how many people can say they got married at a Taco Bell?
Not a lot, I wouldn't think.
I mean, those are like the stories you have forever.
Have you seen, so we actually had a couple at our old restaurant get engaged and they both worked at Taco Bell. And have you seen, on the packet, some of them say marry me, or they have romantic
yeah.
things? That's how he proposed to her. They both worked at Taco Bell, and he proposed to her, gave her the Taco Bell packet. Isn't that so cute? I mean, it's kind of weird, but cute,
But those
adorable.
are the stories you have for
Yes.
forever, like the
Yeah.
giant goose in Missouri.
Yeah. All of that.
You should always have stories.
Yeah.
Because you never know when you're going to end up at this desk.
Exactly.
And once again, I remember I'm not wearing green. Just
Proud of you.
serendipitous. I need
Yes.
to just get rid of all my green shirts, I think.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
Taco Bell wedding. I'm telling
you
you, Liv, you guys are missing out. You don't need to have some big wedding or anything. No. You just need to have a Taco Bell wedding. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, seriously.
Wild, I tell you, wild.
We got married in a garden, and it was at a botanic garden. It was open to the public. Other people could come to the garden during our wedding. And we actually had a random stranger attend our wedding, signed into the guest book, took photos with us. And after, he took the photos, I looked at her, I said, do you know him? And he goes, no, I just figured he was a friend of your mom's or something. No, nobody there knew him.
Interesting.
He just came to the wedding.
Real life wedding crasher. I mean, who cares, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
open
like
to the
sweet.
public.
Because once again, you need to have those kinds of stories in your
Yes.
life.
The more the merrier. All right. Taco Bell wedding chapel. There it is.
Married with the bell.
There's the bells. I get it. The wedding bells, Taco Bell.
And it's on the strip, so you get the view of the strip and everything. So
Look, I mean, they went all out, wedding dress and everything.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that, but yeah, I would get some shirt from Uranus or something.
Have you ever been to Uranus, Pete?
No, I have not.
Cheryl has 3 times.
Two. Missouri and Indiana.
Oh,
I
I
only
thought
went to
you
one.
only
I
went to one in Indiana. Okay. She's been to 2 Uranuses.
Don't be silly.
Okay. What was I thinking?
I have to save one for the next trip to Indiana.
I assume we're not talking about the planet.
No, I have not been there.
No. I mean, this conversation kind of seems like we have been, but... Anywho. Well, Cheryl, thank you for stopping by and chatting with us, telling us all about Uranus. It was nice to know.
Yeah, go to Indiana.
Yeah, for sure. And Pete Wilson's here with some news, so, and no news about Uranus, but we will be back after this message.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Poor Pete. He walked in the middle of that mess. Okay.
Yeah, well, when the first word you hear is Uranus, we don't know where we're at or where we're going.
Well,
I'm not prepared.
Trust me when I tell you, it went all the places it probably shouldn't have. But anywho,
okay.
Pete is here and is here to do some news.
Right. Okay. Last night at the Oak Hill Village Council meeting, significant development there.
Okay.
Jennifer Hughes, who is the council president of Oak Hill, very well known in Jackson County.
Yeah.
A long time ago, used to be the editor of one of the local papers.
She did.
Also executive director at the Marquee. Remember that?
That's right. Worked at the sheriff's office.
Very important staffer at the sheriff's office.
Yep.
And also one of the pillars of the Festival of Flags Committee in Oak Hill. Very civic-oriented young lady there in Oak Hill. And she has been a member of Village Council for a number of years, and since 2020 has had the position of council president, where you don't get elected council president in the public election, but the members elect you on the village level. But that is certainly a position of distinction and responsibility. Last night, she announced that she is stepping down as the council president. Now, Jennifer is very active on Facebook, and she has shared what she's going through, a cancer journey, basically.
Oh, no.
Yes, she's been inflicted with cancer for some time. Very buoyant and optimistic, sharing her story, talking about her faith and all like that. But she feels like she needs to step away from council for health reasons.
Totally understand.
And that's what she did last night at the council meeting. During the regular meeting, she announced that. And she had actually filed for re-election because that's coming up this year. The deadline was just last week. And after even filing her petitions, she withdrew, since then. But Red Thompson Jr. was there to cover the council meeting as he tries to get to Oak Hill. It's a very busy day for him on Tuesday, but he made it there. And he recorded a video of Jennifer making her resignation statement that was very heartfelt, and we can share that with our Main Street TV morning show audience right now.
Betterment of this community. I thank you for the opportunity to serve as your council president and for my service to this community.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that today is my and I had to do this because of my cancer diagnosis and what's best for my health right now. And it seems to be that's the time has come for me to pay attention to that. Although I fought it out as long as I could through a lot of chemo sessions and a lot of trips to Columbus. So it has come to that I have to do that. So effective at the end of this meeting, you will have to have a new council president and also find someone if you need to for the last 4 months of this term, because my term expires December 31. And I had already submitted my name for my council seat However, I had to withdraw that, so I won't be running on that council seat for the next term, which would start on the January 1 of 26. So with that said, that's our new business. I would ask that you put the position out for anyone who would want to run for or want to be considered to fulfill my ending of my term. If you decide to do so, just so it gives whoever would want it a fair shake at fulfilling this seat and having a quorum of 6.
Okay, well, that took place last evening at the Oak Hill Village Council meeting, and as I say, Jennifer had been on council longer than 2020, but she'd been council president since 2020, and I can tell you from, reading Red's reports and attending some meetings myself, she really was very much a leader and very much into Oak Hill. And I'm sure that she will still do all that she can while she, continues her battle against cancer. She's still very active with the Festival of Flags Committee. Her husband is Scott Hughes, who is a sergeant on the Oak Hill Police Department, is a school resource officer. So she and he are very, very active and important members and well-respected members of the community. The Oak Hill Village Council, after getting the news, they didn't waste any time appointing a new person for council president, and that is Stephen Campbell. Stephen has not been on council that long, but he is an Oak Hill native, a member of the Madison Jefferson Fire Department. He teaches in the Chillicothe City Schools. As far as the opening, because Mr. Campbell was already on council, he's just moving into the council president position.
Gotcha.
There's still that opening for council.
Sure.
So the qualifications, really legally, not a whole lot. You need to be at least 18 years old, of course, old enough to vote. And you need, of course, to be a resident of Oak Hill.
Okay.
I'm not sure that there's any other legal qualifications, at least. But if you are interested, you fit into that profile, you can drop off a resume or an application, a letter of interest at the Imogene Davis Memorial Building there, where the government offices take place, including where the council meetings are held. And council will probably consider those applications at their next meeting, which is scheduled for Tuesday, August the 26th. Once again, if you caught what Jennifer was saying there in her remarks, her term, she's leaving office before the end of her term, but her term ends just at the end of the year. So council has the right to fill that position if they want to. They probably will if they get some applications. If they would fail to act for whatever reason, the mayor, Paul McNeil, can then jump in and make the appointment, or council can defer to the mayor, I think.
Okay.
So that was the big news out of Oak Hill last night.
Well, I want to give her a shout out and tell her we're praying for a speedy recovery for her, because she's a great lady.
She is a trooper, a real stalwart. Been very courageous through her battle. A lot of, as she said, a lot of treatments. Which are tough to get through, but that's what you do to try to beat it. And so she's gonna. I'm sure.
Got to focus on you sometimes.
I'm sure she is gonna. Yeah, I'm sure she's gonna continue to do that, and many other people.
You go, girl.
Many other people might have stepped away before this.
Sure.
So
absolutely.
So a lot of credit to Jennifer. In the city of Jackson, this was important. We talked about this before on the Main Street TV morning show, but now those smaller 35-gallon garbage containers in Jackson are available. Remember, if you haven't, read the issue in the paper or on the radio or here on Main Street TV, after the city went to the 95-gallon containers, which are city-owned, but they basically, you're renting them if you're a garbage customer in Jackson. The 95-gallon cans hold a lot, but
they're huge.
But they're pretty heavy when they've got much in them, and a lot of people were having trouble toting them because wherever you store them, you've got to get them to the curb.
Sure.
Have to be at the curb because the trucks come along the curb and they have that tipper, and the whole reason for the new garbage plan in Jackson is to protect the street department employees who have to hoist those garbage cans.
Yeah.
And of course, they were dealing with garbage bags and all sorts of things that were left along the curb, and this is much more uniform. Everything has to be in that container, and it has to have the lid on it, and you put it out on garbage day, and you've got to get it away from the curb before the end of the next day. So, but what the city did when they got all the complaints and concerns, hey, these are too heavy, and little old lady or whatever, or a disabled person, it would be tough to tote that thing or hoist that. It's on wheels, but it's still heavy. But anyway, what the city did is they ordered 235-gallon cans. And you have the option of doing this. Now, you don't pay any extra for the containers. They're not yours. But if you have more than one container, the second container is $8 a month. That goes on your garbage bill, all right? The thought was, if you had a 95-gallon one, which is huge, much larger than the normal garbage container you might have had before, you won't really need the one, and it's not going to cost you anything extra. But it's so big and heavy. So if you want the 35-gallon can, call the city utility office, right there in the brick building, there where the police department is. The entrance there faces off Pearl Street. Go through the drive-through, give them a call at 286-4419, and they will put out a work order, and the street department will come by and pick up the big can and replace it with the smaller can.
Okay.
If you can get by on the 35-gallon can. Now, if you want the 35-gallon can to go along with the 95, and the 95 is just a backup, or the 35 is a backup, it's still going to cost you an extra $8.
Okay.
But if you do a strict swap, no extra money, but you've got to request for that to be done.
Gotcha.
So that was confirmed at the last council meeting. Do not forget that this is the first day of school in the Jackson City School District.
Slow down.
Right.
Please.
Right, exactly.
Watch for little kids running crazy places.
Right. This is just the Jackson City School District. Our other school districts and schools will start a little later. Buckeye Hills Career Center on Friday, CLA on Monday, the Wellston and Oak Hill, or the Wellston and Benton County School Districts on a week from today, August the 20th, and on Thursday, August 21st, a week from tomorrow, the Oak Hill Union Local School District. So it's all coming here in the next week or so. But on the school bus safety, this is so important to say, because now the buses are out in the Jackson City School District, and they soon be out in the other school districts. Remember that if you are on a 3-lane road or a 2-lane road and you meet a bus and it is stopping, it's got the flashing lights on, which means it's about ready to pick up kids or drop kids off, you have to stop.
Yep.
It isn't okay to go through, even though you might see them getting off on the other side. That is a state law, and I know for a fact that you have a good chance of getting a citation if the
really
bus driver
good
is going to
chance.
turn you in, and it's not meant to be a malicious, pernicious thing. It's because you need to comply with the law on this. It isn't just a good idea. It is the law.
No, it's the law. And is there any little? Where are you in that big of a hurry to go that you could strike a little child with your car? Like, no, stop. I stop like 700 feet back because it makes me so nervous.
Right. If you're
because they run.
Right, and this goes also if you're behind the bus. And,
Absolutely.
And that's even actually more important. And no, it's not okay to go around the bus, okay? You don't do that either.
Do not.
When that stop arm is extended and the red lights are flashing, all vehicles traveling in both directions must come to a complete stop at least 10 feet from the bus, not on its bumper. This applies to 2-lane roads and roads with a center turning lane. Now, if you happen to be out on the 4-lane highway, it does not apply to the other 2 lanes across the way because there is no danger there. I'm not sure.
Right.
I'm not sure we have that circumstance in Jackson County or not.
I don't think so, but.
But anyway, that is the law. A couple of other things from the other school districts that are going to start soon. Tonight at Wellston High School is freshman orientation. That's at 6 p.m. at the high school. That is tonight, and some of the other open houses and orientation sessions will be coming up. We'll try to remind you on that. Okay, we want to also give a shout out, a good luck. I know she was here before, but Carrie Coyne with the Future Look 3D, 4D ultrasounds. They, of course, have a new location, which I'm sure she talked about.
Yep.
They had a ribbon cutting the other day. There you see Carrie right in the middle.
That's
I
right.
think there's probably her daughter in front of her. I'm
Yes,
guessing.
it's her mini-me.
Right, actually cutting the
I
ribbon
mean,
there.
exactly.
Right. Okay. I didn't get a chance to see her, but but this was the picture that was taken at the ribbon cutting. That's at 406 Huron Street, and that is in the Classic Plaza. If you're wondering where that address is, before I think that she was at 135 Huron. Just down the street a little bit. So this is, a little bit bigger place for her. So, and what it does, Future Look, gives you options to see developing babies through every stage of pregnancy, utilizing advanced 3D and 4D ultrasound technology to provide unparalleled quality readings to its customers.
It is so cool.
We have come so far since we don't know whether we're going to have a boy or a girl.
Yeah, right?
Remember that everybody had to do the pink and the blue both to be safe, and they usually guessed wrong.
Yeah.
All right, a couple of other things to tell you about. I want to acknowledge the Hamden Firefighters Chinese Auction, which was held last Saturday. This is one of the biggest Chinese auctions you're ever going to see. The Hamden Fire Department does a great job. Here's a couple of the people who enabled it, made it happen. That's Jeremiah Griffith. Not only is he a Hamden Fire Department on the left in the pink shirt, but he's also the Vinton County Clerk of Courts. And there on the right is Mike Woodruff, better known as Woody. He's a dispatcher at the Sheriff's Office, also the Assistant Chief of the Hamden Fire Department. This was a big deal. Over $5,000 worth of merchandise and gift cards and all that were there. And so not only does it raise money for the fire department through the Firefighters Association, which they need because fire equipment is so expensive.
So expensive.
I'll tell you this, I might give this another time, but the Jackson Fire Department just ordered a new fire truck, and it's going to be over $1 million. I said $1 million.
Wow.
But that's another story. But that just is illustrative of how expensive it is. And sometimes, believe it or not, all these local fire departments through government, they really don't have enough money coming in to do it with just the government money, whether it's levy or in the village or city budget. So they go out and raise money themselves. To me, they're incredible people.
Oh, absolutely.
So this Chinese auction was very nice. It was last Saturday. So we will give you a whole lot more information tomorrow. We'll cover some of the other things that happened at the Jackson City Council meeting tomorrow. And later in the week, we'll kind of share who is running for some of the public offices, because just this week, both the Jackson County and Vinton County Elections Board approved lists of candidates for nonpartisan positions. And that is a lot, Jennifer. We're talking school board, we're talking village, and we're talking township trustees.
Gotcha.
So, and also finalization of folks running for city offices.
Perfect.
And of course, tax levies and other issues as well. The ballot is going to be big in November.
Okay.
In both
Very
counties.
Good. Well, Pete, thank you for stopping in this morning, and we appreciate you so much filling us in on the latest and greatest. And we will be back here tomorrow. So have a great day. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you then.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.